Halo Studios just revealed the exact time and date when we're going to get the massive news drop of the next stage of the Halo franchise. What's the next experience coming our way? But it comes with a very interesting change in the wording of what to expect for this event, which to me seems a little disappointing. So in this video, we're going to do a deep dive into what this all means, guys, coming straight from Halo Studios themselves. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, is always appreciated, and make sure to stay tuned throughout the whole thing to understand all the details. The entire Halo community is waiting on bated breath of what is going to be showcased at the end of this month. In case you guys are not aware of what's happening, guys, the reason why the Halo community is so hyped up, I'm sure the reason why you're watching this video, you're probably already in the know. But just in case you didn't, that yes, we are going to get a big reveal of what the next Halo experience is going to be at the next HCS event here in Seattle, which I will be at. If you guys see me there, make sure to stop by, say hey, we'll grab a pic, or say hi, or I don't know, we'll do some details. Yeah, I don't know, something. Anyways, that the biggest thing that they talked about in this blog was definitely this discussion about what's coming next. Oftentimes, I need a little hit of energy when gaming, but something that's a little less intense than, say, an energy drink or some coffee, and that's where 4XP gaming drink mix comes in. Enriched with a vitamin blend of A, E, B6, B9, and of course B12, as well as a low caffeine option that's around 23 milligrams per serving. That's 4 times less than a cup of coffee, so you won't have to deal with any of those caffeine jitters. No artificial sweeteners, which can have a nasty off-putting aftertaste. Only 10 grams of sugar per serving. That's far less than a typical energy drink. And the fun thing for all my Halo fans out there, that 4XP actually has a really strong history with the Halo experience in the community. It's one of the first things they mentioned on their website, saying our journey began with late night sessions of Halo 3. And a fun little Easter egg on their website that all their flavors are voiced by Jeff Sticer, the voice guy from Halo. Just listen to this.
Grave Walker, legendary, ultra nightmare.
I mean, that's incredible. The great thing about 4XP is that all of their processes, formulation, manufacturing, all of it is done entirely within the United States. If you guys want to help support the channel and 4XP, I got my code and link in the pinned comment and description of this video to help save you a little cash as well. So hopefully 4XP can help let your gamer out.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Ever since this post right here went live, people have been just calculating what could actually be shown. I mean, if you guys remember what they talked about, saying that they, last year they showcased the new Dawn trailer, talking about the new experiences, and they said they look forward to continuing that conversation, and speculation is always fun. That it is. But if you want the official scoop of Halo World Studios has been working on, you won't want to miss this year's Halo World Championship. We really hope you'll join us here in Seattle in October. Specifically mention the multiple projects from Halo Studios being worked on right now. Multiple games. This is where the notable change is happening with the recent announcement. And get ready to start the celebration early here, guys, because the calendars were marked when it comes to the reveal of what the schedule is going to look like for the HCS event here in Seattle. Interesting thing, Halo Studios project update at 1 p.m. on Friday. We're talking the middle of the day on a weeknight as well to reveal the future of the Halo experience coming in, which is just kind of wild to me that we're starting out this early. Usually they save these type of announcements right before the grand finals where viewership is the highest when it comes to all things Halo related. But of course, I think this might drum up a little bit of extra information or interest in HCS starting it off early with this big announcement, because this is affecting the entirety of the Halo fan base, not just those who really like the esports side of things, which I count myself included on that one. But also look right after the 1 p.m. announcement. This will probably only last maybe like 30 minutes, because right at 2 p.m., which is going to be across the hall, is going to be a Halo Studios Project Deep Dive, which is going to be looking more into what's going to be revealed, which, I mean, I'm going to run from the main stage, run over to the community stage, and just be like, hi. I know it might come off of me being a fanboy, but I just love Halo so much that when we get a chance to see what the new experiences are going to be, I get really excited. But something that kind of dampened my excitement a little bit from what the community team said on Twitter. The head community director, Sketch, said this, saying, "Can't wait for Halo WC next week. Hope to see you in person and on stream, particularly around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, when we share an update on one of Halo Studios projects." Look at that emphasis on the One. And this was echoed by the Halo community manager, Unishek, the homie out there, saying excited to share more about one of the projects we've been working on. Now, this drastically changes my expectations of what we could be seeing for this reveal at Halo World Championships. Now, I've done the research, I've done the digging, and I think I have a pretty decent idea, but also a leaker out there kind of threw a bit of a screwball in the whole situation. And I'm sure we're all kind of leading to the same point. If you're watching this video, you're probably very much engaged with the news, but it's basically saying the Combat Evolved remaster likely being what's going to get revealed here. But it also, they didn't mention anything about considering a Halo on PlayStation reveal. At least they're going to talk about one of the projects. This wouldn't be necessarily a project of releasing Halo on the PlayStation, but it definitely would be a process that could involve management and people working together as a project. Imagine if the reveal is just Halo coming over the PlayStation, which is phenomenal. I'm all for that. I'd be very excited about seeing the PlayStation community get a chance to play some Halo, but I think everyone's kind of built up expectations a little bit higher than that. I don't mean the mixed words when it comes to utilizing the word project, but it does seem like moving Halo over the PlayStation would be a project, but I digress. Let's get more back into the details I think you all really concerned about. Because if it is going to be a CE remake, all the leaks and rumors that we've ever heard is that it's going to be a campaign-only experience, which for me, I'm totally fine. Halo CE's multiplayer was great for 2001, but I don't really know if it will actually really be that great for 2025, especially since with these remaster games, they're much more of just like a flash in the pan, get your member berries, and then kind of move on to whether your live service game likely you're playing out there or whatever else anyone else is doing. But I think this also completely shoots down the potential reveal of Project Ecker, which our boy Rebs Gaming has gone into pretty decent detail about what Project Ecker is about. Is essentially taking the ashes of Project Tatanka, which was going to be Halo Infinite's Battle Royale, and making it into something else. We don't know for sure. I've seen leaks and rumors of an extraction shooter. I've seen just other things that just mentioning it's a large scale mode. I think that's kind of what we really need to take out of. Big map, a lot of players. It's going to be a Halo themed game, something different we haven't experienced before, which I would be much more interested in than a CE remake. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm just begging for some content. But a person with some inside information kind of threw a screwball, a screw in the wrench, whatever you want to call it. They messed up the expectations for me with one simple emoji. If you guys don't know who Grunt.api is, he's a rather credible insider. He's not necessarily a leaker. He just kind of gathers information mainly from the API, sees some files, corroborates with his sources, and then makes assumptions and pretty predictable bits of information. Now, not too long ago, he recently made a very cryptic tweet that I was like, what are you doing here, brother? What do you mean by this? Because here, this was back on September 30th, he just tweeted out a picture of a comet. And I know he's not talking about 3i Atlas. That's something completely different. Now let's break it down a little bit. What's the one time in Halo's experience where there's anything that's like a comet? Well, I would say it's definitely going to be the intro to Halo 3. This is the only time I could think of something that was comet-like involving Halo. So this is what I'm talking about, is throwing me for a loop when you reference comets, even though we've been told over and over again, basically it's been the worst kept secret of a CE remake being made. But what if, just what if they announce a Halo 3 remaster? And how does it tie into this reveal actually? Well, if you just back up just one, Grunt.api did say 1 p.m. with the comet emoji. Grunt, you're killing me right now. The only thing I could think of that's comet-like that would likely be part of Halo's reveal for CE would be this scene with the life pod landing on the Halo ring. But that doesn't really look much of a comet. Like, dude, I think he's heavily hinting the Halo 3 remaster. I just really wanted to point out that interesting wording from this social team that they're going to be revealing one of the many projects in the works right now. Maybe they could even announce the Halo 3 remaster is in the works, and then maybe saving the big announcement of the CE remake as like a surprise drop release, maybe in 2026 for the campaign for CE, which would be a really weird way to make this type of announcement, especially with how heavily like Phil Spencer did the biggest wink and a nod that Halo Combat Evolved is coming to Xbox in 2026. Either way, I'm excited. I'm going to be there. I hope to see you guys there as well at Worlds. Again, I'll be making a ton of content on there. If you guys want to see some kind of videos, or let me know if you guys want to see anything from the event, I'll leave it in the comments down below. But thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe to keep updated with all the Halo news. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.